wanna know what's more important than throwing away money at a strip club? Credit.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy AP, and as you guys just heard Jay-Z himself say, what's one of the most important things in our society? Credit. And that's what the video today is going to be based on, solely building that credit. Let's go. All right, guys, to my beginners and my intermediate followers out there that are looking to build their credit. Step one for the beginners is to get a secured credit card. A secured credit card is essentially going to be a credit card backed by your certificate of deposit. Now, being backed by your certificate of deposit means that your limit, which is typically going to be $500 for the beginners, is going to be deposited. You're going to deposit $500, and your credit card limit would be that $500. And there's going to be some fees included, but this is for the beginners that have no credit history and the bank don't know if they can trust you. So you're essentially giving them the funds. In the case that you max out your credit card, they have the funds to cover the actual card itself if you decide not to pay back. Now, we're not going to do that, as essentially on-time payments is about 30% of the actual score. Your credit score is made up of on-time payments. So if you miss one payment, it can actually make a huge impact on your score itself, especially if you're a beginner with not that many overall payments. It can dampen your score big time by just one reported missed payment or late payment. How do you obtain a secured credit card? Typically, go to your bank. Go to your bank that you bank with a checking and savings account. Ask them about their credit card options, and they will typically, for beginners, offer the secured credit card, and which I just explained. If not, I do have an option for a Discover secured credit card as well. Same gist. Now, after you've secured this credit card, and this is where everybody that's typically watching, for the most part, they have a credit card, secured or unsecured. The most important thing that I want to stress when you have a credit card is discipline and responsibility. You want to use your credit card as an extension of your debit or checking account. Meaning, not pull out the credit card unless you are immediately willing and able to pull out the debit card and withdraw it from your checking account. Due to the fact that at the end of the month, you want to absolutely pay out the entire balance of this credit card as a complete and on-time complete payment, which is a double positive on your credit report. Now, at the end of the month and you find yourself not wanting to do an automatic payment and pay out the entire balance, this means you did some ill-advised spending. Once again, these credit cards, you want them to be for essentials. You want it to be for gasoline, groceries, just mandatory things that you can put on the credit card that you know that you're willing to immediately pay off with a debit card. So you cannot go wild with these things, but you have to build credit. And this is one of the most effective and available ways to do this. Now you've gotten your secured credit card. You've made on-time payments for, let's say, 4 to 6 months. And this is where most of you guys are right now. You probably have an unsecured credit card. And now at this point for the beginners, you want to get an unsecured credit card, meaning the creditors are typically saying, we don't need your securitization anymore. We trust that you will be paying us back, and here is a credit limit of typically $5,000.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Now, this is where a lot of parents will frown upon their children, even though they're adults as well, getting these credit cards. Because once one credit union allows you a credit card, every single one wants you to get one. Because the goal for these credit unions giving you these credit cards is for you to spend. They're gonna offer you a lot of things to spend. And you have to be very disciplined because they're going to grade you, not the credit unions. They get paid off of you spending as much as possible and giving you a 15% interest rate, right? Now, and your credit score is going to be deprived from, do you need this money? Are you spending 50% of your utilization? Now, your credit utilization is going to be your total overall credit availability. So you have the $5,000 credit line and you spent $2,500 of it, you have a 50% utilization, which is below average for reporting on your credit score. You want to be typically in the less than 10%. So ideally, if you have a $5,000 limit, you want to have a balance of less than $500, and you still want to pay the balance off at the end of the month to get a good positive rating at the end of the month when they do update your credit report. Utilization is huge. It does play a vital role in the makeup of your credit score in your credit report from the 3 bureaus. Now, this is where it can get out of hand for a lot of undisciplined individuals, especially the younger ones that have never had this before, because it's easy to just swipe and forget about it and I'll pay it off later. And that's how a lot of people dig themselves into holes, and it's not ideal for a lot of young individuals. And that's why parents will shun and push away from their kids getting credit cards. Now, if you have the discipline, it's a great tool to build up your credit. Your credit is going to be very vital for your advancement in life. Due to looking to buy a house, when you're looking to buy a car, the worse your credit score is, the more you are going to pay. Now, I work in the real estate industry, and I see people with all sorts of credit scores. And trust me, if we don't see you as a reliable borrower, you're gonna get a higher rate, you're gonna have to put more money down. It's just gonna cost you more money out of pocket, period, from beginning to end. It's gonna cost you more money. Damn! Wow. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna fly. Wow. Decline. Whew, that's bad. Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ! I didn't even know they got this low. What do you want me to do with this? Jeez, man. Okay, Okay, third time's a charm, man. Jeez, these are bad. No. Oh, no, there's no point. What do you want me to do with that? I'm done. This is getting ridiculous, man. Guys, this is obviously a joke, and those are not real clients' credit scores, and that's not how I would react anyway. Back to the video. So you want to build your credit up and build it strong. Now, how many credit cards do you want to get? I personally have 5 credit cards. I don't currently have a running balance on any of them, but that's because due to me simply paying them off and being very, very disciplined at the end of every single month. Now for my experienced or more intermediate viewers that do have an established credit score, you want to get a full tri-merge credit report. You want to know every little thing being reported by all 3 bureaus and take a view of that. Because once again, this is the report card of your life. This is how society judges you on paper. How reliable and responsible are you as an individual? So now you want to get that full tri-merge credit report, take a look at it, and see what liabilities are on there. And potentially there are some credit or trade lines open that you're not aware of that need to be disputed. So it's very important that you, every year, pull a tri-merge report and see exactly what is going on with your report. Also, for a free credit report, yes, and always go to Credit Karma. I'll leave a link down below just to get an idea of what your credit score is currently. If you guys are younger, your credit score is going to be good or bad, it's going to be volatile because there's no credit history. So it's going to be very important that from a young age, you guys take this very seriously and build and strengthen your credit score now. So if you're under the age of 25, ideally by now, you should have a credit score between 700 and 750. Ideally, you want to be in that range, which is a very solid credit score, and you want to be shooting for the 800 mark, ideally. And I'm in the same boat as you guys. I'm shooting for that 800 credit score, as once again, it's my report card for life, and I'm shooting for the best grade as possible, and you guys should be too. You guys don't know, the highest credit score possible, and I've never seen this myself, but I've seen a lot of credit reports, but the highest credit score possible is 850. We're all striving to be in the 800 plus club. We don't want to be anywhere below 700. 700 is typically viewed upon as a very responsible individual, on-time payments, and we want to be there. Sub 25, you want to be there. And if you're older 25, you have some experience, you have years, you have mature credit, your report card of life. So once again, guys, if you do have numerous credit cards, I want you guys to make sure to pay these things off as soon as possible. If you want to just have a physical tip, take them out of your wallets. Take the credit cards out of your wallets and just work on paying them down as soon as possible. And keep in mind the utilization percentage. Whatever your available credit is, you want to keep that under 10%. If your available line of credit is $20,000, you want to keep that current balance under $2,000. You want to pay it off completely at the end of each month cycle. And on-time payments are key. And if you have 5 credit cards like I do and pay each one of them off on time every single month, that's 5 on-time payments. And those are 5 check marks that are strengthening my credit score every single month. So that's why I'll have no issue when it comes to buying a home, if I want to rent an apartment, buy another car, and things like this. As you guys continue to be responsible individuals and strengthen your credit, these different credit card vendors will come out the woodworks just to get you a credit card because you're responsible and you spend, and ideally they're gonna raise your credit limit each time in and out. So guys, I really appreciate you watching this. Check out one of my investing videos. It should be on the screen right now. And if you guys are interested in investing, my favorite platform is Robinhood. And if you click the link below, there will be a link to claim your free stock when you do sign up. Listen guys, I appreciate you guys coming through again. My name is AP. Till next time. Peace.